welcome to the final weekly mixtape for 2017. This is the weekly mixtape for December 30th, 2017, and this is your week in review. Quiet week in the markets and the news in general, the week between Christmas and New Year's. This is traditionally a week of spending time with family, reflecting on the last year, and preparing for the next year. So not a lot of news out there, so we're going to go to a different direction later on here in a couple minutes with this video this week. But really the big news for this week was the markets finished the year up. I've been talking about this the last few weekly videos, that we're rolling into 13 months of positive markets in the U.S. measured by the S&P 500. Well, we got our 14th month, which is also the very first time in history that a whole calendar year, every month in the S&P finished positive. So we witnessed history. It was kind of a quiet and exciting year in the markets all together. Not a lot of volatility, not a lot of wild swings. So we just kind of trudged along and went up. So that's the big news, is markets end of the year well. It's another good year in the markets. We'll take it. I do want to be that guy and take that moment and say markets have corrections. Markets have bear markets. We go through recessions in the economy. It's been a while since we've experienced these. I don't think people forget about the recession. That 2008 still lingers. But it's been a while since we have that 10% correction. It's been a while since we've had a 20% bear market. I just want to put that out there while things are high and things are doing well. Our statements look great. Now, those are normal occurrences. So when they happen, because they will happen, don't panic. They're normal. It's actually healthy behavior for the markets. So just remember that, because when they do happen, the media is going to have a field day with it. CNBC is dying to have a markets in turmoil special in the evening. It's been a long time since we've had those. So just remember, stay low cost, stay diversified, stick to your plan, and tune out all these predictions that you're going to be hearing in the coming weeks about what 2008 holds. No one knows. I don't know. The people on TV don't know. All I know is that markets are going to do their things. We don't have any control over that, so we should focus on the things that we can control, like our asset allocation, our behavior, our financial plan, saving regularly, keeping our expenses low. Focus on those things, and I really believe in the long run you're going to be okay. Tune out the noise. But I did just want to throw a quick reminder of markets don't always go up. There's no normal in the markets, but I would say this year is a little abnormal. So I don't know if 2018 holds the same. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But just remind you that if we have a correction, don't panic. Stick to your plan, stick to your asset allocation, and you'll probably be in good shape getting through. So that's my big news for the week, a lot shorter than usual. But I do want to take a moment, since it's the end of the year, and just thank everybody who has either read or watched one of these videos or listened to a podcast I've been on, for taking time out of your day to listen to or read the things that I've had to say. I hope they've been educational. I hope they've provided value to you and improved your financial planning, or maybe even opened your eyes to the need for financial planning. That's really the whole reason I do all this. I genuinely want to just put out good content to help people make good decisions. I know there's a lot of choices out there as far as who to read and what to listen to, so I'm humbled that people actually take time to read and listen to the things that I have to say. 2017 has been a lot of fun for me on this front. I'm really enjoying writing. I'm enjoying doing these videos. And I have a lot of big things in plan for 2018, not to sound markety and gimmicky, but one of the big things is I'm going to be rolling out a podcast to complement everything else. So we'll have these weekly reviews. The whiteboard will be coming back. I know those have disappeared for a little bit, but the boys will be helping me do some whiteboard videos. I'll still be writing, and then I had in this podcast, I've got 2.5 episodes already recorded. I'm getting with my tech guy this weekend to get that all rolled out. So hopefully next week I'll be able to share the first couple podcasts with everybody. So thank you again for taking the time. I hope that everything has been beneficial to you, that the time that you've spent with me in one form or another has been worth it and improved your financial knowledge, financial planning, or just been beneficial to you. So thank you. Let me check my notes real quick. I know there's one last thing I want to go over. If you haven't been able to gather this yet by reading or listening to me, I'm the eternal optimist. I would not say I'm foolishly optimistic, but I do really believe in being optimistic and being positive. So as we end this year, as we roll out of 2017 and 2018, I just want to say let's encourage everybody to focus on the upcoming year. 2017 is done. It's in the books. whether it was a good year, whether it was a bad year, we can't go back and change anything. So let's focus on the upcoming year and what are the things that we can do to make our lives, our financial planning, just ourselves happier and better in the coming year. So we're all about to get a fresh notebook, fresh pen and paper. Let's take this opportunity to get 2018 off to a good start. Focus on the things that you can control, focus on the things that you want to change, and devise a plan to help make that happen, regardless if it's financial or not. If you're not happy in your job, what is something that you'd be happy in, and how can you get yourself from point A to point B? And start taking action to do that. We're all in control of our destiny. We're going to have roadblocks and hurdles to overcome, but if you have a plan in place and you keep remaining optimistic, I truly believe that you'll get where you want to go and you'll get through those things. I think sometimes life throws a test at you to see if you're really committed to getting where you want to go. Nothing in life is easy, and it's being able to get through those tough times and focusing on where you want to go that I think makes it all worth it. So my whole point to this rant is 2017, hopefully it was a good year for you. If not, it's in the past. 2018 is about to be here. Let's focus on the upcoming year. Let's focus on moving in the right direction, getting off to a good start. And I think your mindset and your optimism can help you get there. But I do want to give you a few things to start the year off with, just to get your financial planning off to a good start. So I've got a little checklist of things for you to consider taking care of here in the next week. The first of the year is usually a slower week as well. Shortened week, 4 days, maybe taking some vacation time. So as you're thinking about your financial planning in 2018, here's a few checklist items for you to go over real quick. Shouldn't take very long to make sure you're getting your planning off to a good start. First and foremost, if you have a family, you have anybody relying on you and your spouse, check your will. If you don't have a will, priority number one for 2018, find an estate planning attorney, go get yourself a will, spend the money to protect your family from anything that unfortunately may happen. We know life happens. So check your will. Anything happened in the last year that requires you to update it, new kids, maybe wanting to change your guardian, anything that would make you change your will, update your will. Beginning of the year is a good time just to review that. Since we're talking about fun topics of death and not being here with our family, after you check your will, check your life insurance amounts. Has anything happened this year that requires you to go get more life insurance? Again, have you had another child? Have you gotten married? Or has something occurred that allows you to drop some life insurance? Review your life insurance once a year. Now's the time to do it. You're looking at your will anyways. Make sure you have the right amount. If you're not sure, consult your financial advisor to determine how much life insurance you might need to protect you, your family, and your goals. The next in line, check your beneficiaries. You'd be surprised at how many times these beneficiary designations on our IRA, 401k, life insurance policies are forgotten about and not updated. So you may have your will in line, but if your beneficiary designations do not match what your wishes are, it could be problematic. So go through, pull up your accounts, call your financial advisor, just check and make sure that your beneficiary designations are the way you want them to be. Maybe you've had something change where you want to kick somebody out of the beneficiary, or you've gotten married, you've had kids, or something's changed in your will. Make sure your beneficiary designations are up to date. So these first three things, once a year, beginning of the year, knock them out, get them done, then you know they're taken care of. After you've done that, check your emergency fund. We've gone through spending season here with the holidays, and it's not uncommon to have to dip into your savings because you spent a little bit more than you anticipated. If your emergency fund has dipped below the amount that you feel you need, what's the plan to get it back up there? So check the emergency fund. Life is going to happen. You're going to have an emergency in 2018. Make sure you have the right amount of cash on hand to get through that. So how are you going to get back there? Review your budget. Pretty basic, not a lot of fun. But if you're going to be getting off to a good start for 2018, chances are saving and investing are going to be part of that. And reviewing your budget to find opportunities to be able to increase that savings is going to be important. So review your budget anywhere you can tighten up and maybe free up some more cash. A good healthy exercise you should do once a year. Now's a good time to do it. And finally, set a meeting with your financial advisor. If you don't have a financial advisor, find one. You are lucky that there are an ample amount of advisors that are out there. Twitter, Facebook. There's easy ways to find good people. Find some financial advisors, follow them, see what they have to say, decide if they have the personality that you might want to interact with, and then reach out to them, set an appointment. Start doing financial planning. Not having enough assets to have managed is no longer an excuse. There are very different models available now to help people of all levels. I listened to a podcast yesterday on my way to a trip. Barry Ritholtz interviewed a financial advisor that they work with basically anybody. So even if you don't have any assets, you can't afford to work with them, they'll work with you on a pro bono basis. So if you're interested in that, go out to iTunes podcast, find Barry Ritholtz, Masters in Business. Eidelman is the last name of the advisor. I should know his first name, but it slipped me. It's 6:30 in the morning, so I apologize. But go listen to that and hear about his business model. But there are subscription models like my firm offers that are designed not necessarily based to be off of assets, but based off of cash flow. There's the traditional ways. There are advisors out there wanting and willing to help you regardless of your situation. You just have to find them. So set a meeting with your advisor if you have one. Chances are your advisor may have already set one for the coming year or will be communicating with you to do that. And if you don't have a financial advisor, don't go at it on your own. You can do so much yourself, but there are a lot of things when it comes to financial planning that you may not know about that us financial advisors can do, and it may make a huge difference. So the final checklist item, set an appointment with your advisor, find an advisor if you don't have one. And that's all I've got for you. So knock those things out here in the next few days. Make sure 2018 gets off to a good start financially. And then if you have the time, check your mind and make sure you're mentally prepared to blow 2018 out of the water. So again, back to early on, thank you all for taking time to spend a little bit of time listening to me, reading. Hopefully I continue to put out more good content for you in the coming year. Be on the lookout for the podcast. And that's it. So 2017 is gone, 2018 is here. I hope you all have a happy new year, and I will see you next week with another week in review. Before I forget, it's the Mixtape. Down below, a handful of my favorite blog posts from other advisors and investment professionals and people from around the world. So check those out. I always try to put together a good list, so I hope you enjoy those as well. So I'll see you in the new year. Happy New Year.